Hi guys, I'm Diana Grace. Welcome to my channel. Today's video will be a get ready with me video that is going to be very personal, almost a heart-to-heart conversation, and some of the topics that I will discuss are like animal welfare, about animal testing, being vegetarian, vegan, or none of those, more about kind of being good to our planet, about spending money on cosmetics and how it may seem on social media versus how it is in real life. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on these topics while I'm doing my makeup, and today's makeup is this one. So yeah, let's just start with it. I'll start by using a primer. Here is the Etude House Face Blur. Okay, so what should I start talking about first? Let me start by talking about like spending money on a lot of Korean cosmetics, or cosmetics in general, like skincare and makeup. A lot of people will not be like very positive towards that, and I completely understand that, and I kind of agree. Like, besides cosmetics like skincare and makeup, I actually don't use a lot of money. Like, I buy clothes maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I don't know, quite seldom at least. And I almost never buy clothes or things in general that I am not really happy with. I always think everything through before buying them. Well, most of the time at least. But when it comes to skincare and makeup, like, if it weren't for this YouTube channel, I wouldn't be buying so much of it. And like on my Instagram profile, if you are following me there, you have probably seen that I post a lot of pictures of products, and I write some mini reviews on there. And it may seem like I get a lot of new products all the time, and that I use all of the products at the same time all the time, and I really don't. The main reason for why I have so many pictures of products posted there is because I have been using Korean products for quite some time now, actually a year, and I have tested a lot of products during that year, and I just post pictures of all kinds of products that I've used for a long time. But like, I don't use all of the products all the time. I have one skincare routine that I am like, I sometimes try out new products, and I switch out the products from my skincare routine. But most of the time I use mainly the same products for at least a couple of months. And I try not to test out too many products at the same time. I try to test out a new product for at least 2 weeks, or at least 1 week, but I try to make it to 2 weeks at least. And sometimes it takes longer than that. Just mixing those two foundations together, and I just like to apply it with my fingers. I don't open too many products within the same category at once. I try to have a maximum of 3 different products within the same category open at once, preferably 1 or 2. So I try to use up every single product that I have. So if I feel that I will have trouble with that, I just won't buy a new product within the same category. And if I don't like a product, of course I won't throw it away. I will just give it to my family or friends. And one more thing that I love about Korea or Korean cosmetics is that they the country itself really cares about not doing animal testing with the products. And actually it is written by law that they, within the year of 2018, no companies should test their products on animals. So I think that is amazing. Speaking about animal welfare, recently I haven't enjoyed eating meat that much. I'm not vegetarian, at least not yet, but I have thought a lot about that recently, and for now I am at least trying to not eat as much meat. I haven't read too much about being vegetarian or vegan, so I don't know too much about this subject, so I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted to share my thoughts on this subject so that maybe you can give your thoughts on it. If you have like some good sources that I can read, that would be cool. So yeah, I've just had a lot on my mind recently. One thing that I really love, besides skincare, is traveling and learning more about other people's cultures and languages and just everything that comes with other countries and cultures. That is something that really piques my interest, and I want to just travel almost all over the world and learn more about other cultures and people. So that is something that I hope to do more of in the future, of course. So when it comes to saving the planet, I do some small things, you know, like I try to not throw away too many things. As I said, I don't throw away skincare and makeup products. I just give them to someone else, unless, you know, they have gone bad or something. And the same almost goes for food. I try not to throw away too much food. If the best before date has already gone by, I don't necessarily throw away the food. I will just smell it, look at it, and if it still looks and smells good, then I will probably continue just use it. Of course, it depends on what kind of food it is. If it's like chicken, of course I won't use it after the date because it can be dangerous, you know. But if it's like milk, for example, then it is most probably fine. So I try to not throw away too much food, and that also goes for if I have made too much dinner, then we will just save it for the day after or the day after that again. And if we see that we don't get to use all the food that's in the fridge by the best before date, then we will just freeze it down. So I try to be a bit careful with throwing away too much food. And the same also goes for clothes. As I said, I don't buy too much clothes that often, but if there are clothes that don't fit me anymore, or clothes that I just really don't like anymore, then I will just, of course, don't throw them away unless they are like destroyed and have tons of holes in them. But then I will just give the clothes to someone else. And the same goes for things. I very seldom throw away things. Instead, if it's like a TV that's not very good anymore, I don't just throw it in the trash. Instead I go to the recycling station. My boyfriend is way better at this than me, but what he does with a lot of things that is that if he is not gonna use them anymore, he will just sell it, and people who will have better use of it will have it instead. So we very seldom throw something out, and we try not to buy too many things either. So as I said, of course we recycle. I turn off the lights when I leave a room. Try not to use too much hot water when I shower. I turn it off while I'm like applying shampoo to my hair. Yeah, I don't know. You just try to be a bit, to think a bit through these things and try to do these small things that can help. But I haven't done a lot of research on this subject, which I should. So if you have any good tips for me for how I can do better choices to save the planet, then it would be awesome if you leave those kinds of comments down below for some tips. And you know, it's not only beneficial for myself, it is beneficial for other people going through the comments. I know I do all the time. By the way, I haven't showed you each makeup product that I'm using because I figured I would just list all of these below in the description box, but I can at least show you which eyeshadows I'm using. And I am using the ones from a palette from Sleek called A New Day, and the first eyeshadow that I used is this one, and it's called Bright Side, and I used this one above it to blend the colors out, and it's called Let It Go. So now I'm going to use this dark brown one, which is called Happy. Just gonna take it here in the make a V, outer V. Okay, looks a bit crazy right now, so I'll start blending more out. First I'm using this without any eyeshadow on. It is starting to look a bit better, but now I'll also use Be Happy, which is this one above the dark brown that I just used. So I'll just use the same blending brush and just blend out the edges. Everything that I've said, like most of it is just, or they're just thoughts that I've had recently, and I don't have the answers, at least not all of them. I'm just expressing my feelings and thoughts, and I don't know why I'm saying all of this, but I just want you to kind of get to know me a little bit more, and just don't draw conclusions only based on what you see. Now I'm going to use this one, and it's called Sun is Shining, and it is. So I'm just using this one that was in the palette already, and I like to use those for applying shimmery colors on the inner corners of my eyes. Now I'll use this brown eyeliner and just tightline my upper lash line. And I'm also just making a line, a subtle line here, and just winging it slightly outwards. Okay, it's not so subtle anymore, but I will blend it out a little bit. I guess it's kind of a bit risky to even tell you that I am considering being vegetarian when I'm not even sure at all. So I know I have a friend that is actually she's almost a vegetarian, and she tries to eat vegetarian meals most of the time, but if she is eating dinner at someone else's place, then she can eat meat. And I kind of like that idea because I feel that it is nice to be vegetarian most of the time, but then at the same time you don't make it more difficult for other people. Right now I'm like somewhere in the middle. I kind of like the idea of being vegetarian most of the time, but then in some cases you are more you're more flexible, kind of. So everyone has their own reasons for why they do the things that I do, why they eat the things that they eat, and I respect that, and I hope that everyone can respect each other's decisions. Since I have such a strong eye makeup, I will just put a light layer of this on just in the middle of my lips and then kind of blend it outwards so that it just looks like my lips but better, kind of. Okay, so I guess that I'm now done with my makeup. I'm happy with how it looks like. I hope that you somehow have enjoyed watching this video and that you want to share your thoughts and feelings and experiences with me in the comment section down below, and of course with other people. I hope we can have a conversation about these topics. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more of these kinds of videos, then please subscribe to my channel. As always, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!